Hey everyone, my name is Simsy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Rome 2 Emperor Edition here today on the channel. We're going to be starting a brand new campaign on the Bellum mod as the Etruscan League. So if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new, let me know feedback and suggestions in the comments, and YouTube members get access to mod lists as always. So playing on the Bellum mod for the first time. We've got all these classical chapters in order. We're going to be playing in the Middle Roman Republic era, the Greco-Roman hegemony. So as you can see, there's a bunch of factions unlocked, a lot of them being reworked. This is a massive overhaul mod, and I can't wait to showcase it here today. We've also got factions like Cyprus and Cyrenaica too, but we're going to be playing here today as the Etruscan League and changing history. Etruria is intent on succeeding where the Samnites have failed in containing Rome. So we have fierce independence, a whopping plus 10% melee defense for all units during battle in owned or allied territory, which is fantastic as we do have an abundance of hoplite units, as you can see here. We've also got pretty decent melee infantry, the Italic nobles, hoplites, and cavalry too, so that's a little bit of a sneak preview there. We also have a +2 public order bonus for the presence of Latin culture. We also get a really nice cultural affinity here with the Hellenic and Greek factions, a moderate diplomatic bonus. Classical heritage, +4% conversion for culture, and founding fathers, which gives us a public order bonus maximum of +3. So we're going to be playing as the Etruscan civilization. Alright, let's dive in. We'll also talk about some Etruscan history throughout this series, and I really can't wait to showcase and show off this mod for you guys. Let's go. I will see you guys on the campaign map. Alrighty guys, welcome to the campaign map. Welcome to Bellum. So as you can see, this mod is massively reworked from the UI, the unit cards, and we'll go through all these event messages, and we will also quickly talk about the mod here too. So Bellum focuses on realism, has a challenging mid to late campaign where superpowers will prevail in the late phases too. Construction and research have been reworked, more balanced diplomacy along with economy, more open field battles, bigger battles. We've also got like adjustable weather terrain too. The agents have been reworked, the terrain too, and the battles have removed capture points. The AI is a lot better, more aggressive with more adjustments. They can be a mixture of more aggressive, balanced, defensive, and expansionist too. Navies are a lot more smarter. There's so many new game mechanics, from seasonal conditions, war weariness, omens, and a supply system. There are 22 new edicts and 8 or 11 per faction, and better camera angles as well. So let's get stuck into this campaign, and then during some battles we'll talk some Etruscan history. Okay, the year in history is 272 BC. Pyrrhus of Epirus is dead. There's been a Seleucid succession, so it's nice that we get these little pop-ups to keep us immersed. Alright, so here is Bellum. If you want peace, prepare for war. Oh, I see. We've got like the peace through strength Trump analogy. Okay. Bellum is a total conversion mod for Rome 2, with historical approach, keeping it balanced with the gameplay and aiming more challenging and epic experience. Nice. Okay, so Mount Vesuvius. Okay, so if we capture this region of Neapolis in Italy, we get a whopping +5 morale for all units, armies, and fleets. Wow, that's fantastic. And a +5 wealth from agriculture and livestock building. So definitely want to be focusing on that early on. War weariness, we've had this feature in the later Total Wars, Total War Attila and Thrones of Britannia. Every turn when you're at war with another faction, war weariness will increase. You can decrease war weariness by winning battles or making peace with your enemies. So we will need to have phases of attack and defense, and we'll need to piece out from time to time instead of being too hyper-aggressive. However, losing battles will significantly increase war weariness, so we will have to be quite careful if we have Pyrrhic victories. So that's very realistic and sensible. You can check the current state of the effects of war weariness level by your faction traits. Cool. So that's the war weariness mechanic, one of the new features in this mod. Omens. Every season you receive a new omen, which determine how well your troops will perform in battle, and you can check the effects. So it's something you have to keep an eye on, the RNG, just to not let you snowball too much, like a whopping plus 10% melee, morale, and defense. We've also got Army Supply 2, which is very similar to DEI, Divide et Impera. Land armies have a limited amount of supplies they can carry with them. They will gain supplies in your own territories, but will lose them in unknown lands. When their supplies run out, they will start to take attrition. You can see how many supplies your army has remaining by hovering over the icon. Rebellion chance. Provinces with low public order have a chance to rebel before the public order reaches minus 100. Oh, wow, okay, I didn't fully comprehend that. You can check this in the detailed tab. Okay. Terrible omens, of course. Oh, look, it's Mount Vesuvius. Or Mount Etna, potentially. The omens are dire. We have abandoned by the gods, so that's something to keep an eye out for. Here are the credits for the fantastic mod team that have put this together, of course. And Parabellum, the population system has been reworked too. There is a population and manpower system based on the Peoples of Rome 2 mod. So replenishment, growth, immigration, economics, and conquest and mercenaries. Okay, so let's get stuck into gameplay-wise for this particular campaign. Now that I've recapped the mod, what we're playing. Okay, so the main objective of this series is to get the entirety of the Italian peninsula fully under our control. I would like to make an empire with the Etruscans, a Mediterranean kingdom, and unite the Greek city-states. However, we do have really good relations with them, so it's going to be interesting. We might be able to get some pacts, alliances. The thing is, where our main enemy is obviously going to be Rome, who seek our destruction. So diplomacy-wise, we're currently at war with them. Can we straight up just make a peace treaty with them? Low. Sometimes it is worth doing that for either side if you're playing as Rome or the Etruscans. Carthage absolutely adore us because we've given them gifts and treaties in the past. They have a client state in Libya. So let's negotiate with the Carthaginians. They don't want trade. They don't want military access. We do have a non-aggression pact. Why do you even like me? We've only got a limited amount of money. Okay, so I might be able to entice them to join this war. They're going to be fighting over Sicily at some point. Can I give you a little bit of money to sweeten the deal? 200 gold. They've accepted, and Carthage has joined in on this war. Bump that to 77. Will that change our... Oh, we can get a military access? No, okay, hang on. It might be worth giving another payment there if we can. No, they're rejected. But we'll continue to try and farm that. Epirus, currently at war with the Spartans. Pyrrhus is dead. But maybe getting a non-aggression pact with them would be a smart idea. It's going to be tricky because all the territories we want to try and take are going to be, well, Greek. So I suppose we make... we need to pick who we want to side with in Greece. We just have really good relations with them. We have an abundance of allies. We've also got the Illyrians that we could trade with. Eventually we're going to be conquering all this. So is it worth now diving into diplomacy? No, I don't think so. Okay, tech-wise, because we are currently at a state of war, going with supply reforms is a smart idea. It enables the building of auxiliary camp and a barracks and get a +3 levy units available. So I would much rather do that. Okay, so trade and finance. Objectives, of course. Here is the faction. So we are a kingdom rather than an empire or a republic. We currently have 78% influence. And here is our influence as we are currently beloved. We get a research rate bonus, loyalty growth, and a tax rate. Politics-wise, we are currently under the reign of King Rex Publius Aurelius. and hopefully he can have some more children too. So I can't really do anything there, unfortunately. We currently have our capital here, and we also have Ariminum on the coast. We have access to 7 units. Aurelian Publius has 7 units. We do have access to some mercenaries here. And here are the Etruscan hoplites, or skirmishers, and various other skirmishers that we can recruit. We can give out a general detail here. And here are the options: camp administration, bureaucrat. So which one do I want to go down? So going down, the skilled tactician obviously gives you bonuses. Oh, night fighter might be a good idea. Oh, maybe that's just the smart play. So essentially, if we do night fight, it will allow us to not let the enemy bring in reinforcements. Rightful sovereign gives us authority. +5 replenishment seems quite good too. Morale bonuses, campaign range. I'm nearly tempted to go down that night fighter here, and we will get better quality bonuses for our melee attack and infantry there. So we're going to go down skilled tactician, which will give us gravitas, which will hold our command more and give us that cunning bonus. Oh, can we go straight down to night fighter? Oh wow, we'll definitely do that. Oh, okay, so we've got a bunch of skills here that we can give out. How many do we have? Is it because he's a 4-star commander? Okay. So we're just going to go straight down that. While we're here, let's go with melee defense too. Oh, can we really just give out all these skills permanently? Or is this a bug? Why can we do this? -10 morale. Yeah, okay. We can... Okay. So we can really give that down. I'm sure we could have gone in other parts, but... Yeah, +8 now. Missile attack range increase. Wow. Gravity and cunning. Minus morale too. This is all great stuff here. Okay, so... Any other bonuses with you? Oh, traits. +5 having children. Interesting. Okay, so let's have a look at what we've got access to. So we've got the vineyard here. 20 units in this garrison. We also have a fishing port too. So I suppose we look to expand. A villa will give us more food. Field of Mars will give us better quality units. We are going to be able to get some units from here because it's our capital. So can we already get militia? No. Okay. So going down this, sometimes faction capitals have their own unique building where you can recruit from. So we will go down the Field of Mars. And that will give us access to even some Etruscan city guard and axe infantry too. Hastati italic units. So let's go down with this. Now we don't want slums to be built, so we won't expand that. Okay, agents wise, it would be a smart idea to get more if we could. We can't raise any more additional forces. We can get a navy, but I don't think it's ideal for us just yet to do that. Now, because we've gone and done that, we do need more infantry. So I will move back Publius to the capital for the defense, because Rome will be upon us. And I would ideally like the Etruscan hoplites, but we are going to need skirmishes at some point. So, looking at the stats here, it's actually really quite intuitive. They've reworked that, so it's easier to see. So 15 ammunition is what we want. Armor. Shots per minute. Yeah, I think we'll go with 1 unit of slingers. I would like to get more cavalry and hoplites if we could. Okay, nice. Very happy with that first turn. Let's end it and continue. Okay, so already the Romans have pushed to the border. And they've got quite a decent army there. We are currently outnumbered, and history does not favor us, of course, as Rome ultimately conquered and assimilated the Etruscans in the end. Okay, so, wow, Legion 1 has moved, sorry, Legion 2 has moved to the border, a whopping 17 units. We've encountered Syracuse. We're experiencing unseasonal conditions. And do we look to move to Ariminum to try and defend it? That is the question. We have now found Syracuse, which is nice. And we've had another turn with Carthage. It's not going to allow us to get any more relations. Oh, Syracuse does not like us whatsoever. Oh, because of Carthage. Yeah, right. Okay. So, we do have access to wine, but that's not overly too much.
I am honored to greet such an ambassador.
Maybe I do try and get trade with Epirus now.
My people will find,
because Rome will be aggressive. So maybe we do need to betray these trade alliances at a later date. While we focus on the Roman Republic. Okay, so they can get to Ariminum. I don't have a force march stance or anything to get there. So do I move to the border to try and threaten them? I don't think an attack would be successful yet. So I think I move around the back. If they do siege, we're going to be able to recruit some. So let's move here. There is a chance that the capital could get attacked, but we'll have to manually play it. Okay, so let's get some more Etruscan hoplites. I think these guys are going to be the deciding factor for us. We will have cavalry. Maybe bringing one skirmisher cavalry unit in might be a smart play. Or are we better off going with the slingers? I would like some armor piercing capacity though too. Yeah, so maybe we do go with that eventually. Okay, we will get a bonus there though. No adoptions or anything we can do? No. Alright, let's see how the Romans react here. I imagine that they will attack Ariminum, so hopefully we can whittle them down enough. Okay, so they have now attacked us. Oh, the garrison is incredibly weak. Oh, that's unfortunate. So we've only got 744. They have 160. They're bringing a whopping 2,100. Under the command of Lucius Julius Libo. They are aggressive from the get-go. They have 2 units of Triari. They have 2 units of Principe. 4 units of cavalry. A bunch of Hastati. And Vietes too. Alright. We'll manually play this one. I imagine it's 99% or 90% in their favor. Alright, let's fight this one on the battlefield. Yeah, because it just says low here. Okay. So, I'll see you guys on the campaign map for our first battle against the Roman Republic. Actually, as we load on in, I can talk some history. So, the Etruscans were an ancient people who lived in central Italy, mainly around modern-day Tuscany, as well as parts of Umbria and Lazio. They had major cities. They influenced the development of early Rome, and they were obviously ruled by Etruscan kings. We met Publius just before. Okay, so let's have a look at what we're working with. So, no capture points here. They have to defeat us, of course. They've removed that. So, we are going to be able to deploy a little bit better. Here are the units of the early burgeoning Roman Republic. They've been reworked, so they do look a lot different to vanilla. Closer to DEI. And there is the cavalry too. And their general unit must be here. Rather strapping. Okay. Our light unit. So where is the best place for us to ultimately deploy? There's no capture point, so they just have to straight up destroy us. So where are we best to hold? Further back here. With some sort of naval support.
At your command.
The only way they win is fully routing us. Is there a potential option here, which might be better? Or maybe in a narrow corridor in the city. We just need to figure out where we want to put our backs against the wall. So maybe here.
Many troops awaiting orders. Swords.
Use the market there. Okay, so we'll put these guys in a guard mode. We'll get our skirmishers to fire at will. We might have to slightly move up. Yeah, so just to give space for our units there, and we'll put the plebs on guard mode just here. So without capture points, it's going to create a lot of unique and different style of battles, which is nice. And we'll be able to sit our ships here and hopefully try and ideally just skirmish down in there. Alright, let's start this, speed things up, wait for the enemy to come on in. They are attacking us at the end of the day. So, incredibly lightly armoured. Just a basic garrison there. We do have women helping us out and fighting in our ranks. I will just speed things up as we wait for the Romans to come on in. So culturally, the Etruscans were deeply religious. They believed in fate and rituals and the divine, like most ancient peoples of antiquity. Okay, so here we go. Looks like their general unit is moving up. They can see us, so hopefully they charge soon. I can angle the ships like this. And I move you slightly up. They are going to wait for their reinforcements to come on in. They're probably just going to go try and push this attack. We'll just have to wait. Their art and tombs showed a society that really valued music, dance, and family. The Etruscan women had a unusually high status for women of the ancient world. They could dine with men, own property, and appear in public life. Ethnically, there's some debate of their origins. Some ancient writers claim that they came from Anatolia, modern Turkey, retconning them, while others believe their DNA suggests they're native to Italy. Modern DNA suggests they're more closely related to Italic peoples, but eventually the poor Etruscans were absorbed by Rome. Many traces of their language, religion, and customs still echo in Italian culture to this day, particularly in Tuscany, where the Etruscan League was strongest. Okay, so they're not attacking me here. Alright, so let's move around here and maybe try and skirmish them out. We have got no battle timer on. Okay, so let's move here and we might be able to start skirmishing them. What does row hard do? Just increases ship speed, so let's just do that then. I was trying to see if there was a negative bonus to that, because sometimes there is. Alright. Try and target Libo then. We might get lucky. Alright. So just try and fire into this.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Fortunately, they just straight up used all their ammunition, my god. Okay, so they are being smart and not necessarily falling for the bait. Okay. So now that that's happened, we'll go back here and we'll try and disembark. with both of them, so maybe that might increase chances of an attack. We have them exactly where we wanted to, but they are playing smart. They know that, obviously, at the end of the day, they're going to have the advantage. Maybe we'll look to restructure slightly here. Will a move help? No, the AI is being very cautious and sensible. Our reinforcements are now going to come in. These Viate won't have much skirmisher capacity, really. Okay, let's move to here. And we'll move our skirmishers up as such. Yeah, geez, okay. Maybe try and just box them in like that. Okay, they're actually moving back. Just need to start skirmishing against them. Okay, let's skirmish there. Will they charge?
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, let's go with guard mode for all of them. Yeah, unfortunately we just don't have much ammunition. Is there a general? It's the Principes. The general unit there isn't there exactly. Maybe try and target. Jeez, hang on. Try and get them to attack me because that's what we want. Hang on. Jeez, okay. That'll do. Try and skirmish them from the side and behind. Okay, go with guard mode with everyone. But they're being incredibly defensive, which is smart.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I don't think there's a way we can general snipe. Okay. So let them engage me, and if I can hit them from the sides, we might be able to do something here. Oh, there goes their charge.
One of our units has used all its
Okay, so my right side is just buckled now. Try and reform this. But just letting them focus on us. Try and trickle and whittle down as many as possible. Okay. Maybe I get these units to charge. They might get lucky. A bit against cavalry. So if we can get them to come at me one at a time, that's what we want. Okay, so unfortunately the garrison is not full, which is a shame. Jeez. These Principe are just smashing us. So decisive defeat. There was no way to win that one, but jeez. I was going to say, hopefully we've done a dent. We've only gotten 88. Wow. Outnumbered significantly. So unfortunately, Arretium has fallen now to the Roman Republic. Moving back to the capital is the play. And fortifying a defensive position. Potentially what we could do too is maybe try and peace out with them. We just need to bring up our military capacity. But been to a couple of old ancient Etruscan towns in real life. It's so cool that they built like higher up on stuff. Siena is a really good example. Same with Montepulciano. There are various Tuscan cities that are old. Etruscan thoughts. Okay, so unfortunately Ariminum has fallen. Understandable. The human Roman Republic player would rush these settlements. It might even give them some time to upgrade it. So our first military setback has occurred. Normally the Etruscans in Rome 2 would have Sardinia at some point. Oh no, so we've lost trade, unfortunately. Rome is at war with Epirus now. The Dalmatae are at war with the Dorsii. Ariminum has fallen. Unfortunately, we've lost our access to dried fish. Damn. And the Epirus Massalia trade has gone. We have managed to get a good omen, but unfortunately our war weariness has increased. Are they interested in peace? No. We can actually make a confederation with Rome if we end up getting better quality relations with them. Okay. I would nearly be interested in some sort of military subservience to Carthage if they would help us in some capacity. Maybe Epirus help. Would Massalia be interested in joining this war against Rome? Getting a coalition of the willing to stomp their expansion. Liguria. I was going to say they might be interested in some sort of trade. Okay, so we can get a spy, and it's probably not a bad idea to do that. I feel like agent effects have been reworked quite a bit, so they should give us more bonuses. Yeah, so let's bring you in. Oh yeah, unfortunately. Oh no, because devastating. Because we were in that territory when we lost it, the recruitment cancelled. Oh no, that's very, very bad, unfortunately. Oh, so we've missed out on a whole turn of recruitment. I guess it's going to allow us to get more hoplites, so that's okay, I guess. But geez, that is a very unfortunate turn of events. And we're currently in a minus food surplus. So we're just going to have to really push back and hold here. But yeah, difficult campaign early on, particularly on this difficulty, of course. Okay, Rome is coming at us full swing. We'll have to contest this spy. Oh, look, it's the woman from HBO Rome. Ilia Martel. Okay, so... yeah, even this garrison is not 20 as I thought. Yeah, it's actually quite depleted. Is it worth building this field of Mars? Or try to fix our food issue? Yeah, that's going to be more vital, isn't it? Even though we're going to be able to recruit from there. Unfortunately, because we've lost it, we're going to need to go with a villa for now to get food. As we've lost Ariminum. And we're going to have to sit here and turtle up. 2 hoplites should be okay. Once we've got 5, we're going to be in a stronger position. We just need to be slow and methodical. We have a hyper-aggressive, hyper-expansionist, aggressive Rome that we have to watch out for. Now, hopefully, Carthage and Epirus should be putting some pressure on them. War weariness continues to increase. We are an encouraged people. The Veneti and Rome are at war. Fantastic. Maybe we can increase some relations with them.
Greetings, friend.
Non-aggression.
I will take.
I'm really tempted to give you military. Oh, so Brundisium is not owned by Epirus. I suppose they've been thrown out at this point.
No.
Can I give Carthage any military power? No. Okay, so I suppose we try and get rid of their spy. Misdirect, that's going to cost so much. No, I think having intelligence is more beneficial to us. I need to see where this army goes. So let's turtle up here somewhat. Let's get those 5 skirmishers that I wanted. And actually, maybe get 1 hoplite unit too. 4, 5, yeah. So, just have to be a little bit slow and methodical. Okay. So, and cautious of where we move. Now, we could push and retake Ariminum. But I feel like our capital is going to be susceptible to attack. We might just need to go for it. Now, we do have Night Fighter, but hopefully that cancels out that reinforcements. Okay, so Syracuse and Carthage are at war, the RDI and the Delmate. And we're currently in a really bad food shortage. 16 units. They have 20. It's just bringing in those reinforcements. I can just talk to Rome for a potential peace. Is giving them a payment an idea? Like, how much are we talking? Is it even applicable at all? No. Okay, so I could try and sabotage this army. Oh, unfortunately, we just don't have the money. 4 turns we will get that food going. But yeah, this is a quite pickle we're now in. Look, I think the play is to fight them on the open field before we start losing too many men. Oh, unfortunately, we're just out of range. If we push further here, we might be able to fortify, which will give us better quality defenses. So let's look to do that. 2 turns. And they're still mustering. I suppose... Yeah, we just need 50 more gold. Can we somehow get that from someone? Oh, please.
What then do your noble people desire?
No. Would be asking for too much.
I am honored to receive you.
Okay. If I'm in this stance, I can't recruit, obviously. Oh, I can. No. It changes the stance. So it needs to be fortified there. I suppose I could get some mercenaries. But that would increase our upkeep quite a bit. These guys aren't as expensive. These Hastati. So maybe I look to bring in these guys so we can get a full stack. Oh wow, so these guys are really not expensive whatsoever. Let's bring them in. -5 now though, which is significant. Do we want to go into military? No. Let's go into land management and hope that the Romans attack me this turn. Okay, they've now moved an army up. They have now fortified in my own terrain. Difficult campaign, this. Rome just has so many armies at their disposal. Damn, couple hundred there for attrition already. Okay, so let's look to fight this one on the battlefield. It's a must win. Alright, here we go. We will have additional reinforcements coming in. But the Romans will stand and fight. Lucius Libo with 2,620. We have 4,400. Giving us a decisive victory there. But we will manually play this one on the battlefield. If I go notify, I don't think it changes things. Okay. Let's fight this one against the Roman Republic and hopefully turn the tide in this war. Okay, welcome to the battlefield. Let's start the deployment.
By your
Front line of hoplites, nothing too crazy. And then I guess we put a secondary line here. Skirmishers, cavalry, something like this. As we wait for our reinforcements to come on in, let's speed things up. Unless they decide to charge against us. Okay, so it's deployables more than anything. Here are the Etruscan hoplites. Very Greek inspired, of course. Alright, let's move our reinforcements here. We'll speed things up. So unfortunately there are caltrops there, or stakes. There might be other deployables over here too. Okay, so I will make this a little bit more formulaic where we can. Maybe I move... Oh, these are very light units. They're going to be quite quick. So let's reshuffle these. Man, I adore these unit cards. What do you guys think of this? These in the comments. I think it's good. Okay, so they're sitting further back there in their deployable position. Going to take quite a lot. We should be able to go like basically up to the line and skirmish. Okay, I'm trying to think what ones we want to flank. Yeah, I think these guys, the swordsmen, is what we want to do with the flanking. So try and make just a strong, long front line. Something like this, but you don't need to run. And then we'll have a flanking line somewhere like this. Once again, no one needs to be running. And we'll chuck slingers here to pin someone down in the center. And then we'll grab these skirmishers somewhere like this. So we can start hitting them. And then we'll just try and chuck those plebs with the general. Once again, Control A, no one needs to run. Just speed things up. And we might even be able to angle there a bit better. Overall, quite happy and content with this. Now, do we have any, like, positions? Oh, yeah, tactical retreat. Mass. Yeah. So they will make up these. Oh, should they be the flanking units too? Do we... I think this might be enough for a front line, is it? Oh, no, actually. I've changed my mind on that. Okay, so move to something like this, to the tree line. No, maybe more something like... Hang on. Yeah. Something more like that. Okay. And, like I said, skirmish to something like this. And we'll try and flank. Okay, they're going to move back. Interesting. Will I be able to flank with these guys? Alright, move up to this position. Now, what's the range on these slingers and stuff? That's the real question. Advance to here. Maybe just try and angle you, because you eventually will be the flankers. Okay, so let's move these slingers up. And ideally, if we could start skirmishing, that would be good. Okay, let's try and do that. Oh, wow. They've just been absolutely smashed. Go for the Vietes now next. Actually, try and hit units further at the back. Oh, we're really not making a dent into them. Interesting. So go for the Vietes then. Yeah, go for what we can break. Oh, wow. Because they are Triari, they don't have armor-piercing capacity. The slingers. Oh, wow. That's very realistic and sensible. Alright, start working the weak units. But yeah, Rome is being very defensive here. By the time now, you'd think they would rush in DEI or vanilla. Okay, so unfortunately, we've just straight up... We're just straight up out of ammunition there. Okay. Wow, okay. So, they don't seem to be pushing. So, I will be a little bit cheeky here, and I will move my Vietes that were going to hit them from the sides and real. They might be able to get a nice volley up and over here. So, we'll just have to see. Everyone seems to be incredibly disciplined. Okay. So, do we have the range on these? So, try and hit this Triari. And then you try and go for this too. Just don't know. Okay, so now we're getting hit, unfortunately. Try and hit those back. Oh, we're just getting peppered. Skirmish back quick. Why can't you? Why can't you skirmish? Oh, there's deployables there. Okay. Oh, they're charging now, which is not what we want. They eventually did it. No, they're starting to move now, though. Just further back. Okay, yeah, it's these deployables there. My god, my skirmishes have just been obliterated there. Now, these guys do have fire at will. You should be enacting it. Just don't want to go too close. Because you definitely have the range.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Alright, move back. Move to here. Slightly to the right then. Alright, skirmish into that.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
So we are eliminating their weaker units where we can.
Units has used all its ammunition.
I would have liked to use these on their Triari and stuff. I just don't know if we're going to be able to. Okay, so their skirmishes have been eliminated. So the rest of these guys can just make a fallback line here. Okay. They've got a nice high ground here. It's actually just trying to get up there. They dominate this battlefield though too. Maybe I need to move my scouts to the left. Maybe they haven't hit there so much. Swinging around the back side of the hill because charging up here is not what we want. Just need to scout this battlefield. What do they have over here? Okay, so the cavalry is now scouted. So what we want to do now is move this way. Oh, hang on. What's happening here? So now that we've turned our back slightly, there's going to be a fight. So my cavalry is going to engage theirs. Well, let's quickly try and reform there then and move my general this way. Okay, so our cavalry against theirs, I would imagine theirs is going to win. I will try and rapidly move a unit up there to help, but we'll just have to see. Okay, so we do have these units here. Try and flank. Okay, and it looks like they're going to finally attack me. How well are we trading? We're literally just trading. Okay, so rapidly try and get a unit here if we can. Okay, and we'll make the secondary line here, like I said. Okay, so one unit has just pushed me, and now fighting is breaking out. Okay, so do we want to try and drop some of these abilities? Melee defense, morale, and mass. Yes, I think we do that. Yep, let's go with classic phalanx. And we don't have any other abilities there. Alright, let's move a unit up here to help. Let's move these guys here. Skirmishers can sit there with support, and we'll move the general here. We'll drop a rally. And we are holding for now. Okay, so once everyone's locked in, what I'll do is I'll grab these skirmishers and we'll try and flank. Okay, some of these guys have orders here, but maybe I'll try and break them and flank. Okay, let's go here. Yeah, so we definitely don't have the advantage there. So, okay, they're just sort of intertwining. We'll move them. They're going to help quite a bit. Oh, they actually do have some protective barriers there, which is interesting. Okay, let's move you up here. What does battle rhythm do? Melee attack, defense. Yes, let's definitely use battle rhythm. Unfortunately, we're buckling there. Let's try and flank here where we can. And yeah, let's try and wrap around here as best we can. Okay. Just definitely need to charge on here. Oh, we're in classical phalanx. You just need to get in and help. Especially from this side. Okay. Charge in to help. Whoops, my general can sit there. Start rapidly, like, just throwing into this. Okay.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
It is making a little bit of a difference there. Maybe try and move you out slightly. Okay, push into the back of this. Interesting, so the Triari are very much holding. Maybe we need more units to wrap around that way. We need to get rid of the general. But this is a massive opportunity for us. We need to win here today. Or otherwise, we're going to have a tricky campaign. I think going the right side is probably best. Drop a rally. Okay. Grab these guys to like here. Maybe try and go for a general snipe. Okay. Unfortunately, we've got some units here that aren't doing anything. So we will push through this breach. And try and wrap around. Oh, looks like they tried to plug it there too with levies. Fascinating. Okay, our cavalry here is locked down. We might be able to win here. If we can get that, we might be able to cycle charge in. Push you here. Still trying to focus. Yeah, those guys pushing are not doing as well as I would like. Okay. But the battles do go for like 20 plus minutes or so. So the battles are very similar to DEI. So at the moment, tactically not too much is changing. Okay. What's in the general? Yes. Just have to be careful here. Okay. Charge. I'm going to try and cycle charge. Okay, nice. We won here. We definitely just need to focus on here. Moving that hoplite up there is what's won us. Okay, you need to be here more. Continue to cycle charge this. Nice. That's what we want to see. Rally again. Okay, so we're doing a little bit better on some of these sides. Yeah. We have definitely needed that. Additional reinforcements. Oh, just need to watch out here. Because my general looked a little bit vulnerable. 65. I think we charge against theirs. Come on. We're going to be a little bit risky here. Their general's now broken. Just what we want to see. Okay, we've won here now, so let's move this way. And let's... hang on. Let's slow things down slightly. Make sure the general doesn't run into those caltrops. We've now won. I can't see us losing from this position. But we'll break formation so we can do proper attacks. So, push for this now. Push out here. And let's do these systematic attacks. Nice. You move this way. But, oh no, you need to move here to get there. Okay, just be careful. Let's go with battle rhythm. And let's continue to speed things up. The Principe are fighting to the absolute bitter end here. Although we haven't claimed victory. Jeez, okay. They are really making me fight for it in some of these pockets. Even with the enemy general fled and gone. Wow. Try and focus on you. Yeah, is it worth me even bringing my general here to help? Oh no! Oh my! Oh, I saw my Cavalry there look a little bit weak. Damn, I don't even know if we're going to be able to break through these units here. We're just really struggling. My units are just exhausted now. Oh no. Hang on a moment. Okay, we've won there, but we haven't won the day yet. We still could lose it from this position. Because these guys still have a lot of numbers. We need these guys back here now. Oh, okay, hang on. Right, yeah, they're now routing. Okay. Nice. Be careful here, guys. Oh my god, they are really making us push here. Hang on. Nice. Oh my god. Hang on. We're going to have to fight to the last Etruscan here. They are making us work. Oh, look at this. Okay. Wow. We will continue, but we nearly lost that. As you can see, there was like 5-6 units of infantry there that we just couldn't punch past. Okay, so I will try and run down as many of them as we can. We have had victory, but thankfully, we had the assistance of the reinforcements. Okay, we just have to be so careful here moving through this forest. We can't give chase here, unfortunately, with the general. Maybe even the infantry to some extent. We're just not going to be able to give chase there. My cavalry is just exhausted now too. Yeah, it just shows the power of the Roman Principe and Hastati. They just have such good melee attack units. We're better off sitting in settlements and stuff and the like. Okay, let's run down these 58 shafts of Hastati. Try and make it a lot less. Continue on. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get those 4 here. We're just so exhausted. Go for the 39. Okay, they might be out of the battlefield now. Nice. Let's end that one there. Close victory, absolutely. Publius the King deployed 4,417. Lost 2,300. We've crushed Lucius Libo though. He properly fled. Wow, looking at the casualties sustained and inflicted. The Triari Hastati did so well. The skirmishers did okay. They do have 400 remaining. But that's what we needed to crush an army. One more and then we should be able to retake Ariminum and Rome. Placing your general in close proximity to their army has morale boosting effects. Oh, thank you so much. But yeah, I just love these unit cards. Looks so good. That looks a little bit sussy, but just forget about that. But Legion 2, we've gotten vengeance from the villagers and peasantry and plebs in Ariminum, having crushed Lucius Libo, the tyrant, the dictator in this time of war. Also, the backgrounds in this mod are fantastic. I'm not entirely sure where some of them have come from, but hopefully in this campaign we can make a Mediterranean kingdom and have a line of Etruscan kings. Okay, so that army has now been crushed. We have a couple of options now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 units fully destroyed. We can get rid of the captives. We can enslave. We can release. We've captured 351. Getting that little bit of money. We might just need to get rid of them. Enslaving might not be a bad idea though. It will increase our pop. Yeah, let's enslave and do that. Okay, so now with that win, can we straight up sue for peace? No, they're not interested. Even for like a 2,000 payment? No. That would be smart though. They are at war with so many people. We still have Night Fighter, so we should be able to run down Libo. 6 units, but they are just splurging out more. We have Gnaeus, Cornelius, and then they've also got another army coming too. Alright, well, unfortunately on that note, guys, we have to wrap up today's episode here. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff if you haven't already. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Stay tuned for more Let's Play and live stream content and videos on the channel. And yeah, YouTube members have access to my mod lists if you want to download these mods and play along with me. Okay, make sure to take care of yourselves. Much love from Australia and wherever you are out there in the big wide world. I'll see you tomorrow for another upload. Much love, guys. I love you so much. Bye-bye.